Hola, buenos días, señor Q. Este es el semana 23 de la teología de
Yo no hablo español.
2025 y yo estoy con mi amigo, se llama
Jaden Bekele.
y todos
Just stop. Just stop. This is theology, not Spanish.
hablamos y todos hablamos los gospel de Dios, Jesús.
Gospel de Dios.
¿Te gusta Jesús?
20 de 3.
Sí, 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 sí. Wait, no, it's trying. It's trying.
What is
Wait.
week? Hold on, what is week?
Uh,
20 de 3.
week is Wait, I literally just said it. It's not mass, cause that's.
Whatever.
Yo, wait. Why am I like dying? there? Okay.
Whatever. We're not here.
Don't
we're
worry,
not here
Miss
for
Q.
Spanish.
I'll pull up the subtitles. But anyways, for today's weekly gospel, as we always follow, as culture and the tradition always states, what did you get from this, Jaden?
So overall, just like I feel as if this was trying to say that Jesus is all knowing, Jesus is always good to follow because then you get a bountiful harvest. As we've seen, Jesus told them to like the fish this spot, and they haven't caught anything all day. So within blind faith, they trusted him and got a big catch, almost enough to literally kill them.
Yeah,
Quite literally, because
literally.
the boat was about to sink.
which is probably a lot of fish. I'd probably go like Costco or like something about that. It would be amazing, but that's kind of besides the point. But
Costco would love
basically,
Jesus.
yeah, Costco would love Jesus. He'd be their main supplier. He's both the fisher of men through advertising and the fisher, because he got so much that their boat almost sank and they could have honestly died. But at least Jesus could walk on water. So I mean, like, we're chilling right now.
That's all we care about.
So, Jaden, anything specific about it that like it reminded you of, like anything that like
Nothing
you
that
learned?
nothing that it reminded me of, but more so like if these people have been fishing all day, I highly doubt that there was a spot that they missed. Cause like if they did find if they even if they were to fish everywhere but this spot, they would catch at least one. Cause like if it was that much in an area, then you would be bound to catch at least one and then figure it out that this was where they were. But I find it unreal that they were able to miss every single fish from that large area. And then all of a sudden, this guy comes along and be like, hey, look, over here, there's this spot right here. And then, whoop-de-doo, all of a sudden, you got enough fish to feed an entire village or even an entire city.
That's fair. Of course, whenever, of course, like with everything, it's always sometimes hard to take it literally because it's just like, come on, like
Yeah.
how? And I feel like this just adds in with like the whole entire message of you even notice of just like blind faith,
Yeah.
and
Like blind faith.
and that's fully understandable because if you took it within a non-religious term and tried to follow things blindly, then there's definitely like a major chance and risk inside of it, right?
There's a big risk in just blind faith.
And so, of course, from that secular view, that fully makes sense. And for this gospel, though, I like how we both just realized that you just need to have blind faith in Jesus. That's what Jesus wants, and then we can physically see the rewards of that blind faith. And that sort of like kind of questions me with a couple of things. So, like, like it's asking me a lot of questions, just like fishing. I love fish. Sorry, I'm hungry right now. But wait. Okay, so I remember saying that. basically this is Simon, right? And Simon is gonna be renamed to Peter, and we know who Peter is mostly. Ha'a is not Peter, but basically from this gospel we can see that whole entire origin story of the disciples. So we're going back before. Actually, no. This is actually chronologically within the order of like how things should be going right now, especially with the liturgical season. And so, yeah, this is a pretty like chill thing. What I like about this near the ending is like how Peter's just like, "Yo, Jesus, I sin," and then Jesus just like,
Jesus, my guy.
like, and then Jesus just like, "Okay, cool, follow me, bro." And then I just like, "Oh, okay, yeah, yeah, sure." And then like he just leaves his like fishing. I could just imagine him like leaving his fishing rod like and his boat, and then just like it's chilling. And then it was just there that whole entire time while Peter was gone, following Jesus. And so I feel like this is basically a simple thing, trying to teach us to just accept that we're sinners, I guess, and then just that's
And
the
follow
message
Jesus.
and follow Jesus.
Apparently.
So yeah, we've seen quite a couple gospels advocating for blind faith, right? And there's nothing too unique about it, right? And so I feel like this gospel was pretty straightforward, and yeah, yeah. I feel like you got anything else to add?
I would say like what I would say before, like why follow him, like they were doing, I know they were doing bad, but like some random guy just comes onto the boat. I know they knew who he was, but like still, if someone just out of nowhere shows up on my boat, I would immediately think stowaway.
That's fully fair. It's always hard to take these gospels, what you call it, literally, and
Yeah,
so
like you said before.
yeah, that's kind of just part of it. But basically, this gospel just tries to reassure us that having blind faith is sometimes good, and you just gotta be like that sometimes. And in religion, you're supposed to have blind faith, and if you have a secular worldview, then of course it's always important to be reasonable and be a skeptic at times. But of course, that's always up to interpretation. And so, thank you, Miss Q, for always chilling with us. And so, yeah. Bye, Miss Q.